one of my great concerns when I look at the world as a whole, and particularly at the Western world, is that our God view is warped and sick, and makes us sick. And by this I mean that idea of God that is so widespread that we simply take it for granted, whether we subscribe to it or oppose it, that God view is the idea of God or a God as being separate from us, as being the top of a power pyramid. And that is an extremely dangerous view. And I feel very strongly that the ills in our world will not be healed until the healing comes from the deepest roots from which healing must come, and that is our idea of God. And so this God view is incompatible anyway with our God experience, because every human being can and I think does, sometimes not so consciously, experience the divine as intimately close to us, and on the one hand beyond the beyond, but also, as St. Augustine says, closer to me than I am to myself. And we experience life and love and wisdom as participations in something that again goes beyond the beyond. So my deep conviction is that the God view of the future can no longer be this typically theistic God view, but has to be a pantheistic God view, quite different from pantheistic, but in the sense that God pervades all, and that all is embedded in God. So God still, in contrast to pantheism, goes infinitely beyond all, on all sides, and in every way and in every direction, so to say. But at the same time, wherever we touch reality, we touch the divine, within ourselves, in one another, and all around us. And that is, rightly understood, profoundly Christian. It is totally compatible with my own tradition, because the Trinitarian view of God means that God is not only beyond as the Father, but within me as the Christ reality. As St. Paul says, I live, no longer I, but Christ lives in me. We are son and daughter of God, and the Holy Spirit pervades all and is our love and is the bond that unites us with one another and with the divine. So it's a God view that would be profoundly healing for the world and is accessible to us, to every human being, through direct experience. And it is this direct experience to the divine that the various religious institutions are responsible of fostering. But unfortunately, they don't always do that. But my great effort is that at least my own religious institution, to the extent to which I can influence it, will promote that life-giving and life-preserving and healing God view.